And a good Thursday, the first day of October 2020. How about that? Already, we got 3 months left of 2020, folks. Can you believe it? This year we've been through a lot of things. That's for sure. From horrific fire weather, more tropical storms than we've had in quite a while with hurricanes, and well, we just know what situation everything is going on around us. We'll leave it at that. Plus we had COVID, and we still have COVID, so lots of things have been happening. But as we check the weather out here right quick, I'm going to start with the tropical forecast update, and then I'll add the general weather in at the end, okay? So, this is what it's looking like tropical-wise right now. You can see we do have tropical wave, or known right now as disturbance number 1. Here it is right here. Now, this is not a tropical wave yet. This is a disturbance right here, and it's going to be going over the Lesser Antilles area. But it should not bring a lot of wind. Now, the little barbs you see, this is just regular winds here. You'll probably have wind gusts highest maybe of 30 or 32 miles per hour in some of these gyres that go over the area associated with this disturbance. But once this disturbance gets out in this area, once again, it will become a tropical wave and maybe a depression, and who knows what it could turn into. We're going to check things out. We have another disturbed area over here that's forming in the monsoon trough area. I don't really think at this time, it's still way far out to know, but I don't think it'll make it because of sheer wind and dry air up in this area. I think it will get to it and it will never make it across to where there's not any. So let's go check out some things. Looking at the satellite right quickly, you can see right in this area here, we do have some very heavy cloud tops with rain that is forming, trying to form this disturbance number 1 center here, right in here. You can see some rain is going to be going over probably portions of Jamaica at some point, but with the other disturbed area over here that is west of the Antilles, it's just going to bring you guys rain. Rain and some winds, maybe 20, 30 mile per hour gusts, but sustained winds should be fairly low at that. And once again, it doesn't look like it's going to have a chance to do anything until it gets out in this area. Here's the other disturbed area that we were looking at. You can see, just look up, you can see there's going to be sheer wind and dry air. We'll have to wait and see what happens with it. A lot of factors can happen. Now, our main concern at this point should be disturbance number 1. Disturbance number 1. Will it come up and go out? Or will it come up and then bounce back around? A lot of things have a factor in this. The jet stream is one important factor in it, and we're going to check that out in a moment. As we come over to the National Hurricane Center, here we go right now. Disturbance number 1. It's going to, in the next 5 days, hop on up there, folks, to a 70% chance of forming. It is a tropical wave over the western central Caribbean Sea. It does have some large areas of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Now, it's looking like the conditions are expected to be conducive for development of this system, and a tropical depression is likely to form over the northwestern Caribbean Sea or the south-central Gulf of Mexico, possibly before this system reaches the east coast of the Yucatan Peninsula by Saturday. Now, interest in Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico and western Cuba, all of you guys should keep your eyes on this and monitor the progress of this disturbance. 2 days, 40% chance, 5 days, 70% chance. Now, here's the system that is east of the Lesser Antilles that I've showed you that's For the island areas, you should just get rain out of this and winds that you can handle. But once again, as I showed you, once it gets out in this area, it is going to be another tropical wave, and it's going to be just east of the Lesser Antilles. And it should produce a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms at this point. Now, the wave is forecast to move westward at 15 to 20 miles per hour during the next several days, and the environmental conditions could become a little more conducive for development when this system is over the central or western Caribbean Sea. It's going to be early next week. 2 days 0, 5 days 20% chance. Now, you see where this is looking like it's going to go. Disturbance number 1 right now, right in this area. Well, folks, let's take a look at the jet stream. Okay, here we have a check of the jet stream. I've got this map set for Sunday, the 4th of October, because our system is still way down in here, okay? So the jet stream's going to have something to do with this, which way it goes at some point. Now, I'm going to put it back just one day. Here's Saturday. You can see it's still down in here, right? Jet stream's dipping. And when the jet stream dips, you hear about weather troughs. Well, that's what happens. When the jet stream dips, like it's dipping down in here, that causes a trough. Now, the question's going to be, are these winds going to be strong enough to pull it up into the Gulf, up in this area, or not by Saturday? If it does, if it's going to go up northward, this is Saturday. We'll flip this over to Sunday. You can see it's still there. This is Sunday, still there. Moving it right on up and across, the jet stream going all dipping down as far as Florida. You can see how it's moving. Now as we move this along, this is Monday. The jet stream starts to lift. It starts to lift. So we're going to see if the model is picking up on the jet stream, possibly pulling this up. Don't forget that just because it's October, don't think hurricane season is over. You know, some of our worst hurricanes, Michael, Wilma, Sandy, I believe there's a couple of more. I think there's 5 or 6 that were really bad hurricanes. They all happen in October. So, you know, we're just going to have to keep our eyes on this and see what happens. Now, I have this set, as you can see, for 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Here is the disturbance we really need to pay attention to. This is rain. I've got it set like this for now so you guys in the Antilles can see as this system moves across what the rain will be like. So we'll turn it on. And remember, we'll let it get up to Sunday and Monday. We won't go any farther than that. But I want to see if the jet stream is going to have any influence on this. You can see now by tomorrow that the disturbance that is east of the Antilles now will be past you, and this system will start to come out over in this area. And you can see some circulations trying to start here with disturbance number 1 by tomorrow afternoon. We're going to stop it a minute, and now we are going to get to wind and wind gusts. Now another thing we have, you can see the circulation here. This is a big high pressure. I'll turn the pressure gradient on for just a moment so you can see. This is a big high pressure right in this area. Now, we just saw the jet streams going to be dipping down Saturday and Sunday. If it is going to pull this up, these are the days it should pull it up northward to some degree. After that, we're going to have to wait and see what the high pressure does. So let's take this pressure gradient off right quick so you can see what's going on with this disturbance as we turn it back on. Now we're into Saturday. You can see it beginning to still try to form right in here, and this is the wind gust in it at this time. Now it's looking like the center. We got to keep our eyes on the center. See how that center is starting to look like it may start to push this way a little bit. There it goes. Here's Sunday. And you can see it has pulled it up, and the wind barbs are going further to the north area there. By Sunday afternoon, it kind of stabilizes out. We'll have to wait and see what happens with it at this time. We'll put the rain gauge back on a moment. You can see it doesn't have a lot of rain in it at this time. So maybe some winds with the high pressure that is going to be coming. You can see this high pressure here. It's beginning to influence this a little more as the jet stream is lifting a little further off to the north. So this may jog over this way some. It may continue to go this way, but I think at this point, everybody in the Florida area, you need to watch it, of course, but I think it's just going to be a rainmaker for you guys right now with some brief gusty winds as we go back into Sunday afternoon. You can see what's happening here. You do have rain over a large portion, chance of it, of Florida, but most of the heavy stuff is staying out in the Gulf. This is Sunday morning in this area. South Florida, you'll probably get the brunt of whatever happens with this. You can see the center of circulation here very well Sunday morning. We'll go to Sunday afternoon at 6 p.m. You can see it does start to lift north, so that jet stream is going to have enough force with those 40, 45, 50 mile per hour winds out of the jet stream. It is going to drag it northerly some, and we will go to Monday morning still hanging around in the same area. So with all that said and done, that's what it's looking like right now. I'm going to keep my eyes on everything. You can see that by Monday the other system is here, trying to get a little bit of vorticity, center of circulation going. Doesn't look like a whole lot's going on, but it is very worth watching. We have no idea. It's too far out to tell, but we're going to keep our eyes on it. The other system looks like it's broken up completely, and for the islands, once again, it's just looking like rain out of this system for you guys coming up over the next couple of days. If you haven't subscribed to the weather and you're into the weather and like to know what's going on in every way, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it so very much. Click subscribe, click the bell, and don't forget to check off all, because if you don't check off that all, you won't receive all of my weather videos. I'd appreciate it greatly, and thank you in advance. So far as severe weather goes today in the lower 48, there is none. We do have this chance of thunderstorms popping up from northwestern and western New York, a little of northwestern Pennsylvania, moving down into Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan. And, of course, South Florida, all of South Florida, including the Keys, you have a chance of a pop-up thunder shower. Taking a look at weather in general for the next 3 days on the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Let's just turn it on and let it roll right quick. Here we go, folks. We got an amplified jet stream pattern. It's over North America, and it's going to make for a tale of two contrasting air masses across the lower 48 to kick off October. Now, much of the eastern half of the country can expect a cool and dry autumn-like regime with the coolest temperatures versus the normal located in the Midwest, where the temperatures look to range between 10 to 15 degrees below normal. Now, seasonally mild Thursdays on tap from the mid-Atlantic to the northeast before a cold front swings through early Friday morning. That's going to set the stage for a cool and dry Saturday up and down the entire East Coast. Meanwhile, out west, we have a strong upper-level ridge. That's responsible for the ongoing heat wave in California. Still very, very hot. Excessive heat warnings and heat advisories extend from San Diego to San Francisco today, and these sizzling temperatures look to stick around in Southern California through Friday. In addition to the heat, of course, the elevated fire weather conditions are still persisting along the Traverse Ranges, and the red flag warnings are still up in the California areas. Air quality alerts remain in place over portions of the West Coast and Central High Plains due to the ongoing bouts with all the wildfire smoke causing all of this poor air pollution. Precipitation-wise, we got much of the lower 48 forecast to be mostly dry. Now, that's strung to an upper-level ridge out west and an expansive area of high pressure from the plains to the southeast. We have a cold front that will set off scattered showers across the Great Lakes today, and a wave of low pressure looks to produce showers from the mid-Atlantic to the northeast tonight into Friday. Now, the heaviest of the rainfall over the next couple of days should be focused along the frontal boundary that's draped over southern Florida. Showers and thunderstorms tapping into a tropical moisture allows more intense storms to inflict excessive rainfall rates over the heavily urbanized portions of South Florida. As a result, you do have a chance of some flash flooding in place along the southeast coast of Florida today and tomorrow. And around the 13th, 14th, or 15th, looking like a system coming in down from Canada. I know that's out, but this is not a tropical system. Looking like you guys probably Washington State, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, possibly some of Utah. By mid-October, you should have some snow coming in. And that's a check of the tropical weather and weather in general for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everything you do for me so very much. Thank you. May you have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day, and much peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching.